Hey everyone, Matt here. I have some breaking full self-driving news as I'm driving into work this morning, getting all sorts of notifications about some changes to full self-driving that Elon just put out on Twitter last night. So let's talk about it. So last night on X, Elon posts this. And in typical Tesla fashion, changes the way that full self-driving is going to be implemented going forward. So there will be no longer, after February 14th, be the ability to purchase full self-driving for your vehicle. I mean, this is something that I think has been available to purchase probably since way back, maybe 2016, 2017, who knows? I mean, at that point in time, you could buy full self-driving, didn't really have much of an iteration at that point 10 years ago, but I think some vehicles had the option to purchase it with, the ability to use it in the future. That is no longer. So Tesla will only be offering subscriptions. Now, we have no information. There's been no official announcement from the company. We only have, as of now, Elon's post on Twitter, which doesn't really offer much clarification by any means. So lots of questions arise. The first one being, if you currently own full self-driving on your vehicle, will there be eligibility for transfers in the future? Are they going to grandfather in those that have purchased full self-driving to be able to transfer it, if and when they get another Tesla? It's always been an option. They're always running this promotion, at least it's been this way the past couple of years. They're always running this promo where you could transfer full self-driving. So that's my first question. Second question, what will be the subscription rate? Because right now it's $99 a month. I wonder if they're going to be offering a yearly subscription. But what I've been saying for a long time, and I don't know if this will happen in the near term, but the subscription price of full self-driving must come down. I've said for a while now, I've always felt that $99 a month for a subscription is just, I don't think it's way out of reach, and I don't want to diminish the quality of full self-driving software at this point in time. But for most people, when they think of subscriptions, right, like if you have a YouTube subscription or Disney Plus or Netflix, right, like these are the subscriptions, are mostly entertainment, right, that we subscribe to. They're in the $20 to $30 range, right, for a monthly subscription. I think that mindset is so people don't really mind having something on auto renew if it's $20, $30. I think people would mind to have a subscription that was $99 a month on auto renew, especially if they don't find that they're using it very often. But with Netflix, right, maybe you only log in for an hour a day to watch a show, but you still have a monthly subscription. Like, you're not going to cancel it because it's just it's a pain to use it and then unsub. Like, I'm going to go away for a month. I'm not going to be watching television in my house, right? Like, you're not going to unsub and then $20 a month is a really, at this point in time, very insubstantial amount of money. $100 a month for a subscription for an automobile, I think, is kind of a different story. So I don't know what's going to happen. I don't think this is going to change in the immediate future, but if they want to increase the amount of people using their software, I think Tesla is going to have to budge a little bit on the price. And I truly feel if it was $20 a month, I think the take rate for most Tesla users might even get into like the 75-80% if it's $20 a month. And it's a volume game, and I think if they were able to do that, a lot more people will use the software, and you'll just kind of get this cascading effect of people will use it more often than they would, and justify the purchase in that way. So we'll see what happens. Again, there's been really no information about subscription prices, what's going to happen to people that own the software outright, if there's going to be transfers allowed in the future. But this is the first time we've had in a while like a major shift in the model of full self-driving, right? So I'm actually not surprised that Tesla decided to move in this direction. I think for most people, and speaking for myself, a lot of people lease Teslas now. It would make no sense to purchase full self-driving on a leased vehicle, but you may subscribe to it, right? If I didn't get the finance offer and all the credits, right? I mean, I got my Cybertruck Massachusetts state credit, federal tax credit. The federal tax credit basically paid for my purchase of full self-driving. So that was part of my incentive to get it at the time. If I didn't get those incentives, I may not have purchased it with the vehicle. I probably would just have subscribed to it if I felt that I was going to be using it on a daily basis. And I think for most people looking at this, it's like the return, like at the current point in time, it's $8,000 to purchase the software versus $100 a month. We're talking 6-7 years of ownership to kind of reach that $8,000 amount in the subscription price. So most people probably only keep their car for 3 to 4 years. So it would make sense to subscribe as opposed to purchase it for the vehicle, even if we know there's going to be transfers in the future. So I think this makes total sense that Tesla's doing this. But I hope they kind of reevaluate the cost model of full self-driving. It's just the software is too good now to not get it in as many people's hands as possible. So that's my 2 cents on this full self-driving news. I'd love to hear from you guys. What your thoughts are? Do you agree that price should come down on subscription? What would be the dollar amount you would place on this? Also, keep in mind, I think things may change again in the future when we have unsupervised full self-driving. How does the price model change in that kind of scenario? Whether this be, a year or 2 years from now, whenever that may be. So, apologize for the background noise. This was spur of the moment video on my way to work. But thanks everyone. Thanks for watching, and talk to you soon.